Good morning, friends. Yesterday I talked to you about Lillian Trasher, who founded a fantastic orphanage in Assiut, Egypt. Her life, to me, demonstrates one of the great principles that Jesus shows us in the feeding of the 5,000, where he took a little boy's lunch, 5 small loaves and 2 small fishes, and fed a multitude. And as I leave these 6 months that I've had a chance to spend with you, and indeed this is the last day that I'll be on the program by myself, I leave you with this little formula for failure. If you want to be a failure in your life, obey these 3 principles. Always look at the size of the task. Always look at the little bit you have. And always leave the Lord out of the picture. And if you'll do those 3 things, you'll fail at whatever you do. But if you don't get stymied by the size of whatever the Lord puts before you to do, if you don't get paralyzed by the few resources you have, and if you allow Jesus to take whatever you put in his hand and multiply it, he will make you adequate for whatever challenge you face. This weekend marks an important transition for Central Assembly, a church that has been in our community now since 1907. This Sunday we welcome our new pastor, Dr. James Bradford, and his wife Sandy Bradford, and their teenage daughters Meredith and Angela. I know that you are going to wonderfully enjoy this family. I know Jim Bradford personally so very well because when I pastored in Southern California for 17 years, he succeeded me as pastor of the church that I had been at. He is a wonderful, wonderful person. And on Monday's program, I'll have the chance of introducing him to you and having him begin to share his life with you. This Sunday, we're going to have a special installation for the Bradford family and for Jim Bradford as pastor. And we'd love to have you as our guest at Central Assembly. The service will be at 10:30 Sunday morning, and then we're going to have a special welcoming celebration for the Bradford family in our evening service at 6 o'clock. It'd be wonderful if you could spend this day with us. Many of you have been listening to me over these last 6 months, and it would be a joy for me to have a chance to meet many of you personally. If you would come up after the service or before the service and introduce yourself, I would love the chance to see you face to face. I've only been the interim pastor for this period of time, and it's been such a joy to serve the people of this wonderful church, Central Assembly, and to serve the Springfield community. I trust that in these times that we've had together, that your life has been helped and enriched. I trust that the stories I've been able to tell have brought a word of cheer and hope in your life. Indeed, if God is for us, who could be against us? I talked at the beginning of this program about how to be a failure. The Lord gives us the way to be a success, and that's to put him first in our lives, to never be stymied by the size of a challenge, to never underestimate the resources that he's given us, and to always trust that he is able to make us adequate to any challenge that we face. May God's good grace and love be yours today and every day.